I mean, this hold is going to hold all of this because it has an adjacency to that road, which means that they can't pass through it because of zone of control. Sure. Improved steam engine. Improving upon the design of the earlier atmospheric engines, the entrepreneur and inventor Stormfist managed to create a new type of machine that makes use of separate condenser and rotary motion instead of the oscillating one of the previous engines. Operating at just above atmospheric pressure, the Stormfist steam engine promises to be twice as productive as the earlier models and will prove invaluable as a means to drive machinery of all types of industrial enterprise. Cool. Yeah, I'm not going to do the seats until I absolutely have to. And we can have a rival. Sardassia's, again, rivalable. So did you grow during that conflict? I don't think so. Looks like the command is backing off a bit. So blade marches are still definitely a threat. Arboran seemed to be a bit of a threat because they were the ones who managed to punch through the top here. Buzalar look like they're growing. Then out in the New World. Improvements in coal mining. Over time, technology has greatly increased the output of existing coal mines, as well as making it possible to mine coal in many places where it previously would have been unfeasible. Our coal mines are working at an unprecedented efficiency, and while the continued industrialization still means that coal is in great demand, this demand can now be more easily met. So Earthseed gains 6 production. Price of coal drops. But we do get Diplo and 9,000 ducatses. Which would actually pay off the majority of the loan. We only have 2 left. Our interest has gone from 90 ducats down to 9. Maybe it's just me, Mordred, but I feel like you started snowballing. Oh, I started snowballing a long time ago. I was on the verge of quitting the series. I was like, this is usually where I would stop. Artillery bonus versus forts? Oh, go on then, if you insist. We could actually start hold restoration. Sure. No reason not to. Golden Age. I'm going to save the Golden Age till the end. So, 1770 or so. 1771. January 1771 I'll do it. Because we still haven't had revolutions. I've still never seen what the revolutions are like in this game at the moment. Like, since they edited that, I've not seen a single one. I usually get bored way before then. Alright, back up to speed 4. We should be paying these loans off really quite easily. We're in November. We need a new debate. So this can be advisor costs? Our advisor costs are pretty high. Or we just say no. Because at this point they are incredibly expensive to pass. So we're just going to ignore the Parliament. I don't see anything could possibly go wrong with that. I mean, everyone does it, right? Just ignore Parliament. 1, 2... and there it is. Okay, so at the moment we've got Ovdal Kanzad ideas, which is development cost minus 15, production 10, artillery fire 0.5 as the capstone, land fire plus 15, garrison size plus 20, artillery plus 10, caravan plus 20, shock damage minus 10, artillery versus fort 1, land fire plus 1. We are now known as all Dwarov. Our beautiful yellow colour is switched to this blue colour. And we could take these new traditions and ambitions. I feel like we probably should, because I want to see what they are. Okay, so fort defense plus 25%, goods produced plus 10, siege ability plus 10, prestige plus 1, discipline plus 5, advisor cost minus 10, autonomy change minus 0.05, maximum absolutism plus 10, governing capacity, that's going to be useful, production efficiency and dev cost minus 20, nice. And the siege ability is our capstone. So we no longer have the 15% extra fire damage, but remember, artillery from back row, that was a mission. And as far as I'm aware, yeah, we keep the missions. So we have that modifier still, I think. Gems of the Dwarven. The most prominent part of the Dwarven that adorned the head of the High King was the gems, representing the most noblest of the holds. Amethyst, diamond, citrine, ruby, jade and sapphire. While other gems do appear on the crown, no other majesty can compare to such a collection. Where's the amber? The unified Dwarvar legions. Before its fall, all Dwarov attempted to centralise the armies of its subject holds in a unified collectives, where the loyal soldiers of all Dwarov would serve all dwarves, not just their respective hold. While this initiative was cut shortly by the Orcish invasion, perhaps this time round the Serpent Spine can be protected by a unified force. And actually, yes, we have the extra discipline now, which we didn't have before. The greatest hall of the ancestors was built in one of the attached holds to Amaldir, where it was said that every recorded ancestor in existence was carved in stone and lined the walls of its halls. Chromium rule, weight of the mountains. The Dwarven was created out of chromium, an artificially made metal that was forged by the specific purpose of taking the heaviest metal in existence, all for the very purpose to be worn as the crown by the High King of all the Dwarves, so that the burden of ruling dwarf kind could match the weight of the mountain itself. Autonomy change and absolutism. Integration of the Caves initiative. The dwarves always felt surrounded, even in their own homes, for it is said that every road and hold is flanked by a multitude of endless caverns on all sides. The fall of Dwarvar was attributed to this, as the restless dwarves had to expect enemies from every dark depth of the Serpent Spine. But no more. The old empire neglected the caverns, but we have learned the lessons our ancestors have not, and must treat the Serpent Spine's natural gifts as if they were our own. Crafts of all of dwarf kind. It is no doubt that amongst the Dwarven people lie the most talented and masterful crafters of them all, and with the refounding of the All Dwarov, the world shall again see dwarf craft as undeniably the best the world has and will ever see. Many holds, one mountain. Many know the flag of Old Dwarov depicts the Dwarven under the mountain, but it also depicts the endless links and chains and the holds that make up the best of the Serpent Spine. We are all heirs, sons and daughters of holds equal and unified under and bound under the mountain itself. It is what unifies our people. It is our livelihood. It is our home. And there we go. Done. And on the day that we go to the light infantry companies. Boop. And the East Indiamen. Boop. So now we need to make some choices. Because we no longer have the rubbish sprinters, we now switch to rangers or engineers. So engineers have less morale damage, but they resist fire better, and they resist shock better, or the rangers just do more damage. So the rangers... Advancement in firearm technology allowed later dwarven militaries to incorporate groups of ranger auxiliaries who would operate separately from the main force and engage the enemy from a distance. We have the engineers. As dwarven militaries made use of increasingly sophisticated battlefield machinery, the traditional image of a fearsome dwarf warrior was replaced by battle-hardened engineers who could use and maintain machinery and, in a pinch, fight in a formation. So this is mostly if you're low on manpower, which we're not, so I think I'd rather just do damage, quite honestly. And then you're saying that there is a special dwarf reform. The Amalharaz, council comprising the lesser kings and rulers of the All Dwarov holds, presided by the High King. So this will create a continental parliament comprised of all of our Amalharaz subjects, with voting sessions happening every 5 years. Gives us 2 more diplomats, but reduces absolutism by 15. And we'll get the nobility estate back again too. Okay, done. We are now the Amalhraz. Which unfortunately, like, one of the big advantages we had was this, which gives us the absolutism. Not anymore. Okay, so our absolutism maximum is 70. We're actually currently at 75, so that's going to trend downwards, I suspect. The other thing we can take a look at, actually, are the estates and see if we can get rid of any more. I think I am going to get rid of the Artificer Siegecraft. And yes, I know that means losing some points, but so it goes. So we can restore Ovdal, which will cost quite a lot, but I think it's worth doing. We now have a Conquest CB against all of the dwarf folds we don't currently own. High King War Wizard on the field. What's our combat? 2. Do we not get access to some new decisions as well? Doesn't look like it. Oh no, form the Amalhraz. We need to hold every hold in the Serpent Spine. Which is these 3. I think that's it. Oh no. Damn it, we do need to own Marhold for this. Well, that's going to be a pain to do. In fact, we'll never be able to core it. Because we won't have the adjacencies. It just says own, doesn't say core. Oh, we need to take that one as well. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Splendor ability removes coring range. So it does. Huh, okay. Well, we know what to go for next, and we do get a lot of Splendor. No, it's just the ones in the mountain. Like Silverforge isn't lighting up. Yeah, it's just in the mountain. Can just restore the tunnel once you have Marhold anyway. That depends on whether you need the core or not to restore the tunnel. If you don't need to core it, then yes. Right, well, the obvious one to go after right now would be Kugdir. Which would mean another war against Krakdumvor, Haraz Olden, and Olavland. Oldham is actually one of the other holds that I need. They would all join. They all really want to join too. Alright, let's do it. Kugdir. You guys thought we were done? Oh, no, 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 no. We're now in the world of 40k. There is only war. I think I'm going to leave this stack behind. At least until the 20 stack arrives to assist. So who exactly are we fighting? Oldham, where's Vazatun? Easy way to see is just to do this. So Krakdumvor, I don't think it's going to be a huge problem. Kugdir is going to be the biggest issue. Ah, Vazatun, they're over there. And these are all separate allies. You know what, I should probably co-belligerize them. I should have. Gonna real quick load this. And we'll click the reform again. We'll go through that real fast. So do, and then restore. Yes. No debate, don't care. Start the hold restoration of Ovdal. Okay. Go up and... Tech? Must have done the tech first the other time. Fine. Do. Yep, apparently the order does matter. Well, let's make sure we get that right. So tech first. Then restore. Yes, please. Get rid of that. Hold restoration of Ovdal. And that's where we were. Alright. Let's do another quick save. Oh, and government reform, thank you. Save. Okay. Done. Then we are... Actually, one other thing I wanted to double check was we could probably expand our governing capacity if we needed to, though right now we don't need to. We have some separatists. Where are they? There. So you go and take that. You and you head north. Then we need the superior unit type, which was the Rangers, so we do more damage. And wars. So, who are you allied to? Krakdom Vor, Durverzatun, Harazolden, and Olovland. So, I think I can co-belligerize these guys safely. You're allied with all of them, that's fine. You're allied with just them, yeah, that's totally fine. So we can attack Kugdir, we can co-belligerize... Ah, no, we can only go after Vazatun because we have a truce with Oldham. Fine. And this conquest is for Kugdir. Ba-bam! Okay, onwards. And then the army should be a 20. Have you already? Oh, you've already arrived. Oh, brilliant. Let's have you based in that fort. And then this army can stand in that one. Rails are done. Another gas explosion. Alright. Autonomous rebel suppression. All of these areas. Because yes, you are responsible for them all. Good luck. You'll probably need it. We can do another upgrade. Please do. Ah! Conversion! Cancelled. Why? Why did Hedovar stop? So close. Why didn't I use nationalism? Because I thought conquest was better. Conversions cancel when you tag switch. Well, that's irritating. That's really irritating, actually, because that's a really difficult conversion to do. Beautiful cavern profits. It's just good business. Debt free. Forgot to get rid of those two as well. So absolutism can get up to 81. Oh, you're already stuck in. Locked in, whatever. How many generals can we have? 5. You need another general, except we can't afford one. That is unfortunate. Whoa! Alright, apparently Cookdeer's armies suck. Stack wipe! You back off a tad. At least until the reinforcements arrive. In fact, what we should probably do is go and fight these guys now. Who was our co-belligerent? Vazatun, right? Yes. And Vazatun is this guy, who's actually doing annoyingly well at punching out. Alright, you go and take that, and then move here. You go ahead and just kick all of them out. Go. And there's an army over there. The other thing is we do need to make sure that all of our holds are fortified. Yeah, Vazatun should be pretty easy to eat. I agree. Fred dead too. That's not good. Both of our armies over here don't have any generals. I'm going to go ahead and give them the generals, so you can have a Lucian, and you can have Jack. Alright, victory is ours. So we'll go and start carpet sieging all of this. Time to go into debt for the dam project. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I might see if I can just natively raise the money so I don't ever need to pay off the interest. Our capital is just getting absolutely obliterated during this construction project. Our development's gone down by 17 or 18 since we started working on it. Well, it was nice having money, although we can actually hold that off for a month or two. Then we'll try and improve the situation. Alright, so these guys should be dead. So, Vazatun is out. And you can go and attack Krakdumvor. Then the next one that we wanted to take out, well, actually we want Hull Yorkad dead and we want Oldham dead. Let's take out... No, Hull Yorkad we don't care about anymore. We should actually guarantee them so that Blade Marchers doesn't kill them. Speaking of guaranteeing, Sagilda is already being guaranteed by us. Now, so are you. What's going to guarantee you? You died once, and it was a moment of great shame for the Dwarven nation. And that's a lot of bad guys they're bringing in up here. Next month, we can afford that. Come on. Come on. Done. Didn't lose stability, most importantly. How many dwarves are dying for this project? Too many. It is a great shame the number of dwarven lives are being lost for this. But just think of the greatness of the Dwarven Empire when it's done. I'll be able to call myself an emperor. Wait, you mean that's not the point of having an empire? So you can't just call yourself an emperor? Totally is. Oh, it's all the tax money you can collect. Right, yeah. I can make my hoard even bigger. Bigger, bigger, bigger. More money, richer, wealthier. Ha 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 ha. A gold emperor. Yes. Horde Curse 2, Electric Boogaloo, 2 of you saying that. Great minds and all that. Okay, so we should take out Oldham now if we can. What am I saying? Of course we can. And then we'll go for Cookdeer. Because we don't actually need to take a huge amount from Cookdeer, although we'll probably need to occupy the majority of their lands. And there's Haraz Oldham. You may as well start. Whoa, that's a lot of bad guys. Never mind, you stay right here. Okay. Who's got the biggest force here? Cookdeer does. Because Cookdeer was left out the previous conflict. So they never suffered the casualties that everybody else did. Well, in that case, where are my other stacks? Didn't I have... Yeah, I do. You're down here. You may as well move up this way as well. We can restore some more irrigation, and I think that's a good idea. We'll do the western irrigation this time. Okay, so we'll be able to piece out Oldham soon. Although I don't know that I'll necessarily be able to take it all. I suspect we probably can. Okay, let's go ahead and grab... No, we can't. We can grab this. And they would accept it. Alright, so that's another hold restored. Which we will also need to core. For which we need a lot more monarch points to do. Oh yeah, we're still doing settlement growth, aren't we? We should probably remove you. And then we'll go to the development. We'll go by cost and wow, okay. Hall of the Ancestors and Ovdal Kanzad would be incredibly cheap to do.